Hi guys. So Tom Macdonald dropped another video for the weekend. He always does this. At least with me. Every single time I'm having like a bad week or stressful week, Tom Macdonald comes and drops a bomb for the weekend so that I can enjoy myself and listen to some music and just chill. Cause there's nothing better than just listening to music and escaping from your problems. It's the only addiction that doesn't have withdrawals. Well, no, you do have withdrawals, but it doesn't have consequences unless you spend the whole day listening to music and not doing your work. But this is not the case here.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. All we need is common.
Here he goes again. He can't leave it alone. So he must be receiving a lot of emails. And I don't know, I mean, I'll check the comments later on, but I look at the comments and I haven't seen any hate. Is there any hate for Tom Macdonald about this thing with All Lives Matter? Because he keeps pounding that point. He keeps going back at it. And it's like, I mean, dude, I understand it's your point of view, but just let it go, okay? If it's not that much of a big deal, but he keeps coming at it. He wants to say that, yes, all life matters. Yes, all life matters, but some life matters more than others in the laws, in the eyes of the laws, in the eyes of the power. So that's why they say Black Lives Matters, because it has to be remembered, it has to be reminded, it has to be brought up again over and over, because black and brown people are being killed by the police. You know, they're treated differently in the court system. That's what they're talking about, Tom Macdonald. Even though I know he's going to say, well, what about Stephen Avery? You got a point there, you two, because I mean, you know, for white people that are poor, but when they're walking down the street side to side, I don't know, it's just all the videos show that the cops always go after the black guy and the brown guy. But he keeps pounding that point. Let's see what else he has to say.
In a sense, we need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why are you trying to make holes? If they sing, we sing. This is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. You can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders. I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always look.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And the Equality Act just passed. Oh my. And I'm LGBTQ. I belong to the LGBTQ. I am bisexual. I don't know, man. This guy. And then it's funny because then he's dressing all in pink and with these balloons, girls, boys. Oh, I see the point. Because his videos always try to make a point. So here he is, masculine, and then the bottom part, feminine. Tom, please. I don't know. He wants...
No, I don't hate all police. No, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence.
See, but that's the thing. He doesn't think that the system is racist. And then if the system is racist, what happened in the 1960s when black people were being condemned? When African American and Latinos were being thrown in jail? What happened in the 1980s? With the drug war? What happened now? What happened to George Floyd? Those are the things that he doesn't understand, that he doesn't want to accept, or maybe he just wants to go against the train. Like, I don't know, this other, what do you call this thing, reactor said something about that, so I don't know. I mean, that he just does it because he wants attention. But he says it as well, too, that people say that about him. So he must have seen those reactions.
With more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie.
I don't hang with bozos. Oh, bozos, the clown. I remember that. So the chorus, pretty good there. the world's full of clowns, and in a way, I mean, in some aspect of it, he's right, because there's things that are taken to extreme. Now, maybe what he's trying to say is that those are his beliefs, and he wants us to respect them, and I can see that, I can agree with that, as long as those beliefs stays in his mind, and they don't transfer to the law. They don't because that's it. When rights are being taken away, but the Equality Act just passed.
Be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. And we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and...
But you grew up in Canada, and like you have said, it's totally different in Canada. The environment over here in the United States is different, because I don't know, but when you were playing around, that was what, in the 1990s, and we already had Rodney King. So, I mean, here in the United States, the situation wasn't like that. He wasn't experiencing it, but we were having those issues already here, and we have had it from a long time. It's historical. It comes from the birth of this country, before this country was even established as the United States of America.
Atheists, immigrants, patriots, we love the country, but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's
okay, good. See, there I agree with him. There you go. Wages don't raise to the price of inflation. So this is the reason, this is life, and he's right. This right now, my reaction towards him is life. Okay, First of all, I like the way he raps. I'm not going to take that away. I mean, since White Boy, he got me. I liked him. I like the way he raps. I like the topics that he covers. I do not like his opinion. I don't agree with all of them. But there's some opinions that I do like and I do agree. And that's reality. Nobody's in black and white. The problem is when those opinions, those thoughts go into the book of law. That's the problem.
The world owes us some. All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes on a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk. We won't always agree. Nope, I don't hate all police. Nope, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. Nope, I think picking sides divide.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. My opinions don't define your reality. And he's Canadian. I cannot talk about him in particular. Him, Tom Macdonald, I can't, because his heritage is not from the United States. But any other white person whose heritage is from the United States and has had grandparents here, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me, because it's not true. You know that. The reality is not the same. It's in your opinions, and maybe not your opinion, but your great-grandfather's opinion affected my great-grandfather, my grandmother, my mother. It affected my background. It affected where I'm at now, because they had those certain laws, those certain beliefs, those certain things that put more walls and an obstacle to overcome them, to get over them. Okay? It's not now, of course. We cannot just lay down and say, complain and complain. You have to go out. But don't tell me, because I know the people that go out. I mean, middle-aged, 45-year-old man decides to change his career at 45 and gets another job and something totally different. Yeah, he transfers his skills. How come a brown woman cannot do that? How come a brown man, a black man cannot do that? Why is it more difficult? Why is it more difficult for them to get into the field even when they have the experience? So, that's the thing. Oh, the skills. Because a lot of skills are transferable.
It's probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless. That's what we forgot in here. Black lives matter. All lives matter. What's all this?
Yeah, United States is great.
Segregation. This is
and we're in so much trouble.
Burn the circus down, because the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, making smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie. I can be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. They tell you be yourself, and then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God,
they tell you to be yourself, and then they judge you on the internet. Enough said.
Yeah, we're canceled, because lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah, if you're thick, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack, they lie, it's facts.
It's true. I mean, what he said right there is like, wait, hold on.
rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack, they lie, it's facts. My generation, if Jesus was alive, I swear to God that y'all would cancel. Cause lately being negative's the real new normal.
Yeah, lately being negative is the new normal.
You're white, you're whack, they lie, it's facts. My generation needs to...
That I like. Lately, it's true. Being negative is a new normal. It's like every time, if you see somebody happy, if you see somebody dancing, if you see somebody, people got to throw shade, people got to bring them down because that's how they feel good. Why? Because the situation is very negative right now. And I understand it because I come from a place of hunger. I come from a place that I know what it is to live from paycheck to paycheck. You know, but one thing I do know, no matter how down you are, if you don't smile, if you don't get up, if you don't make that effort, it's going to eat you up. That's why I like my man, Eminem. He says it. You got to pull it from inside of you. And you can't. You can't let the system. It's like, no.
Bunch of free condoms, 'cause common sense ain't that common. This is what they wanted, this is how they planned it. This is to control everyone on the planet. If we put each other in caskets, protest and panic, and they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't always agree, no, freedom does.
But then who's they? If he's saying that the system is not racist, who's they then? Who's they that's controlling this system that is making us to turn against each other, but at the same time, the system is not racist? Who are they when he says the United States is so great, but yet is trying to control? Because he's talking about the United States right now, right? He's not talking about Canada. So then if the United States is so great, why is the United States doing this? Why are they planting these seeds in us to make us fight against each other? Who are they? The system.
Doesn't come free. No, there was people fighting, dying overseas, so that you can have freedom and be home. I think
Exactly, and I was one of those people. I didn't die, thank you, but I was overseas too, fighting for my country, the United States of America. And for what? So if a person wants to burn the flag, they can burn that flag because of freedom of speech. Yeah, you're right. So the people can talk. So yeah, you can talk what you want, baby.
are real, but they ain't drinking babies' blood. They're creating chaos so they have something to save you from. Black lives matter, all lives matter.
So that about drinking baby blood, that's what I like about him, because he is like in the center. He doesn't go all the way to the right and all the way to the left. A lot of times, right now he's throwing it at the right there. He's saying, hey, they're not drinking baby blood. That's not what they're doing. But again, who are they then? Then if they're those I told you.
What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
Nova always doing the videos. Well, guys, come to the end of this. I hope you're enjoying this reaction. Thank you, Tom, for coming out with another gem during the weekend. And thank you for being so cool of not blocking people. I mean, I relate a lot to that kid, NF. But the fact that they blocked my video, I was like, ooh, money, 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 money. But this guy hasn't done it, and I've seen it around. I mean, I really appreciate that. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye.